everybody, and welcome to Take 12 with Kate. Today we've got 12 minutes of flowing to get you going. So all you need is a bit of space, as usual. You don't need any equipment. You just need yourself. We're going to get you moving for about 12 minutes here. You can use this in the morning to get yourself up and going. You can use this in the middle of the day as a break. If you're stuck at home, you just need a little bit of space, as I mentioned. So we're going to start. If you've got a yoga mat, awesome. You'll be at one end of it. If you don't have a yoga mat, just use some space on the floor. If you have carpeting, great. If you have floor, that's awesome too. All right, we're gonna start with a little bit of a flow here. You're gonna do what's called a walkout. So gently, you're gonna fold at the hips and then walk your hands out. If you need to bend your knees here, that's totally fine. As far as you can comfortably go, if you can get your hands directly below your shoulders into a nice plank position, that's awesome. And then you're slowly gonna walk your way back up. Reaching all the way up to standing, a little back bend if you'd like, and then repeat, folding forward, bending your knees as much as you need to, and then slowly walking forward. Once you get into plank, then walking it back, coming all the way up into a standing position, reach the arms up and back. All right, this time we're gonna add a little element to that flow. So same thing, folding forward, walk the hands out. Once you get into that plank position, you're going to take your right leg, step it up and around, Spider-Man position, like you're Spider-Man climbing the side of a building, and then take your right elbow and forearm and sink it towards the floor. And then release, bring the leg back, and then walk your hands all the way back up to standing, and reach it up. All right, same thing this time on the opposite leg. So walk the hands forward. Left foot forward, big wide step, and then sinking the left forearm into the ground. Always being mindful, work with your own range of motion here. Release, bring the foot back, and then walk it back. All right, we'll do one more on each side there. Reach it up. Walk it forward. Right foot, big wide step. Sink that right forearm to the floor. You should feel a nice stretch all through the inner thigh and hips here. Replace the hand, bring the leg back, walk it back. And then repeating once more on that left side. Should be feeling a little bit warmer now. Left foot nice and wide, sink it in, release, put the foot back, walk it forward, all the way up to a standing position. Awesome. All right, this time, just a little breather here, roll the shoulders back. And now we're gonna add a bit of rotation into this drill. So same nice start position, reach it up, walk it forward, right leg nice and wide. Sink the forearm in, and this time open the right arm all the way around behind you. Back to start position. Foot comes back. Walk it back. Unleg, release. And then same thing on the opposite side. Left leg nice and wide. Sink it in. Rotate, look over your left shoulder. Release. Foot comes back. Walk it back. All right, one more of those. This time we're going to add one more element. Reach it back, folding forward, into that plank position. Foot comes nice and wide. Sink the forearm down, reach and rotate, bring the hand back. This time you're going to straighten out that right leg, hips come back. Feel a nice stretch all the way up the back of the right leg. Of course, being mindful of your own range of motion, what feels comfortable for you. Back to that Spider-Man position. Leg comes back. Walk it back. And then reach it up. Last one here, left side. Walk it out. Left leg nice and wide. Spider-Man. Rotate. Reach the hips back, hamstring stretch left side. Release into Spider-Man, bring the leg back. And then gently walk it all the way back. Awesome. All right, rolling the shoulders back. We're gonna get into a bit of a different flow here. Just starting with a nice, easy hip squeeze. So bring your right knee up in towards your chest. From there, make sure there's room behind you so that you can step into a reverse lunge. So from here, so your right knee squeeze, step back into a lunge, and then release. And then same thing on the opposite side. So left knee, squeeze your left knee up in towards your chest, and then step back lunge. All right, we'll repeat that 2 more times on each side. And again, same as everything, work with the range of motion that feels comfortable for you, especially on those lunges. If you have any knee issues, kind of like I do, then there's one side that I can't really bend my knee all the way, so just working in a comfortable range of motion. The last one on this left side. All right, roll the shoulders back once or twice. We're gonna add a little twisting element to this. So a little twisting element, you're gonna bring the knee up and towards the chest, step back into your lunge, and then you're gonna turn towards the opposite leg. So in this case, turning in towards your left side, undo the twist, undo the lunge, and then repeat on the opposite side. Squeeze one knee up and towards your chest, step back lunge, twist, and release. Once again, knee hugger, lunge, twist. Same thing last time. Knee hugger, reverse lunge, twist. Awesome. All right. This time we're going to add a double twist. So we're back to the right leg. Knee hugger, reverse lunge, twist to the left, open it up to the right, a little bit tougher to balance, and then you're going to lean to the left. So you should feel a stretch down the side body here. Release and switch. Same thing left side. Knee hugger, step back lunge, twist to the left, twist to the right, and then lean to the right. And release. All right, one more of those each way. Knee hugger, step back lunge, twist, twist, lean. Last one here, knee hugger, reverse lunge, twist, twist, and lean. All right, back to standing. You're actually going to make your way to a seated position. We're just going to do a couple of nice, easy cool down stretches here to finish off. We're going to start with one that's called a hip windshield wiper. So you're going to sit with your feet hip width apart. You can have your hands behind you to support you, and just let your knees fall to one side, back to center, and then to the other side. We'll just go back and forth a couple of times here. You might find yourself crawling or shifting forward. That's pretty normal. You can just adjust your hands if you need to. All right, you're gonna pick one side. I'm gonna start on my right. You're gonna go into that hip windshield wiper, and then you're gonna hold what's called a 90-90 position. So your front hip is gonna be bent at 90 degrees, and your knee is gonna be bent at 90 degrees, and then you're gonna do the same thing with the other one. If this is not comfortable in your knees, then find a position that you can work with. If it's not 90 degrees, it can be tucked in a little bit more if that's more comfortable for you. And then you're gonna line up your shoulders with your front knee, and you're just gonna lean forward slightly. And you might feel a deep hip stretch here. It should not be uncomfortable in any way. It should just feel like a nice, good, deep hip stretch for you. All right, you can even change the plane of this stretch a little bit. You can walk your hands towards the outside of that right knee, and you can shift into the stretch there. Or you can play with other angles. It'll be a little bit more intense if you walk your hands closer towards the center and then leaning forward in there. But once again, be mindful. You don't want to cause any pain. Just breathing into that there. And then gently switch. So you'll bring the left leg in front and the right leg behind. Once again, aiming for 90-degree angles, but if that does not fit your body, then do what works for you. If this isn't comfortable for you in any way, then you can already start into our next stretch. We're going to be going into a butterfly stretch, so you can start right there if the 90-90 position is not your friend. If you are in 90-90 position, then just walking the hands forward, lean in. You may notice this hip is tighter or not as tight as the other hip. That's pretty normal to have different amounts of mobility on one side of your body compared to the other. You can also play with this foot position here. If you walk your foot out a little further from you, you may feel a little bit more stretch. And then same as other side, playing with angles, reaching towards the outside of the knee or more towards the center. And then gently release. As promised, we're going to finish off with a butterfly stretch today. Pressing the soles of the feet together, chest stays nice and tall, let the knees fall where they may. And if you want to increase the stretch here, you can lean forward slightly. Just taking a few nice deep breaths here. It's our last lower body stretch, but we will finish with a nice postural stretch here. So just interlacing the fingers, reach the arms forward, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Should feel a nice stretch back between them. And hopefully you've enjoyed today's edition of Take 12 with Kate. We'll hope to see you again soon.